We're so back. Pokemon Doku. That is not what it's called. That is not what it's called. It's today's puzzle. Maybe it's Pokedoku's birthday today. Is that the case? September 12th. A wise choice to not push production a day early. I'm sure you probably thought about that at the daily stand-up. You're like, you know what? Let's take today off. Early happy hour. Come back and push 1.0 tomorrow. Smart decision. Smart decision. What the hell is normal mythical? That seems impossible. Is there a Machamp Gmax? All the fan favorites get a Gmax. This is Winnie the Pooh, after he starts taking steroids and watching the Liver King on YouTube. I'm saying that he's got honey on his fingers. Machamp is not normal. There's nothing normal about that guy. He's got 4 fucking hands. He's like 11 feet tall. What do you mean? Normal. He's fighting. Oh, brother. Water Gmax. Okay, you already know where we're going with this one. No, never mind. You already know the vibe. Is there like a Kyogre Gmax? He's low. He's got a primal version. Actually, NL. It's completely different from Mega or Gmax. Okay, normal Gmax. I mean, that's about all I got right there. Ditto Gmax. Is there a? That's a mighty tough one, man. That's a mighty tough one for a guy like me. Now, a mythical fighter. What the heck is mythical? Mythical, legendary. This is tough, man. This is really tough. I may be stumped already. Mythical. What is mythical? Okay, I need to glance at chat for a second. Please purge Pokemon names. Do not type Pokemon names. I'm going to ask you an interpretation question. Mewtwo is legendary. Mew is mythical. Is that correct? Yes. So what the fuck does mythical mean? Legendary is like, wow, that Pokemon's rare, and mythical is like he's one of a kind. Mythical is only available from timed events. I'm fucked. There's no shot, man. There's no shot. Oh, wait, okay. So if I'm thinking mythical Pokemon. Mew. Celebi. Jirachi. I don't think any of those apply. I'm pretty sure they're like fairy psychics or something. Melmetal. Big Melmetal. You know what I'm talking about? He's obviously steel. Is it possible he's also fighting? Like he's kind of stanced up. I got to give him a chance at least. Okay. Well, honestly, that's as close to a coherent guess as I think I could realistically put up there. That's like a half mark in Canadian school. Wrong answer, right thought process. Water dragon. This is where you get scammed, right? Gyarados is obviously a dragon, but he's actually like water flying or something. Wait. Like Dragonair is like a water dragon. Dragonite is flying dragon, I think. The shit lives in the water. Wait, isn't this a classic? Isn't this like a Seadra is like water dragon? Oh. Normal dragon is just pissing me off. That's like, it just is incoherent. It's oxymoron. A normal dragon? I mean, the most normal dragon on the planet is probably Dragonite, man. Like, he's just, kind of just looks like a guy. Certainly more normal than fucking Braviary Hizui or Dracovish. I don't even know what the hell you are. You look like some shit that you try to sell to other people after you get a viral tweet. Ladies. And you look like what's left on the sidewalk after you rake the leaves in the autumn. Like, I don't know, drag algae? Drag algae? Algae? Algae's in the water. Just because it's made of algae doesn't mean it's water, NL. Oh, so everything with a hydrogen atom has to be water now? Okay, yeah, cool. Normal Gmax. I mean, this shit is psychotic. Did they make like an IPOM Gmax? Ambipom Gmax? Obama Snow Mega? I'm going through it today. Mythical water. This is a bad day for a guy like me. Gibble? Gibble's a dragon. I'm pretty sure he's a rock and a dragon, but you gotta send something out there. Do not go gentle into that good motherfucking night, man. Dragon fighting? Gibble? No, man. There's gotta be a... Regidrago. Regidrago might be mythical, man. That doesn't... What you're saying doesn't make sense because it has to be a fighting type. The hell is Regigigas? Like, okay, again, please purge chat of spoilers. Regigigas, this is Las Vegas era Elvis Presley, right? That's what it's meant to be? Like, okay, steel, that's steel. Ice, that's ice. Rock, that's rock. Eleki, that's electric. Drago, that's dragon. What the fuck is Gygas? Dungeons and Dragons? He's the leader? What in the Ginsu squad is going on here? Greninja, you're like water fighting. Basculegian female and male. Very progressive. The female's blue and the male is pink. Nintendo's gone woke. Miyamoto has fallen. Greedent. This is squirrel. Grimmsnarl. 80s ass. He-Man fucking villain. Fuck you. Grimmsnarl Gmax. It is swag. Gen Z's trying to give Grimmsnarl swag. Superior. Zerkatry. I forgot about this motherfucker. Rune Regus. Me when I automatically add a 3-pixel black stroke to my outline in every single YouTube thumbnail. Graphic design is my passion. Gorgeist. Merely average. How about Kyogre? Kyogre's a legendary, so that would be the answer we know is wrong. Instead of the answer we can be 99% confident is wrong. What about Kyogre Primal, man? Yeah, that seems like a fighting mythical. Good answer. I don't know, man. Ogerpon Wellspring Mask. Snorlax Gmax. Okay, if you would give... This motherfucker did not exist in 1981 when I started playing these games. Kingdra? I said horsey, it's Kingdra. Drampa is from the Never-Ending Story. Arceus, they named the game after him. He's got a damn bodice on. Manafi, I've never heard of him in my entire life. Marshadow, I don't know. Como Zero, I've seen it in Pokedoku, that's literally it. Cyclizar, they made a Gmax Meowth. Okay, I should have known that. I actually see him. Of course, Urshifu Rapid Strike Gmax. It's literally just that dude in South Korea on TikTok who's always doing this. And then he's doing like the Muay Thai capoeira flips and stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. You know the guy. What's his name? I love that. Nobody knows his name, but everybody loves him. The Dverko. I love it. He is henchman maxing. He's living his best life, man. I have to skip them because my girlfriend gets so uncomfortable. I mean, I I don't want to call your girlfriend weak. I'm sure she's a lovely person, okay? But those videos are so good. He does have, I don't know, he has like he's presenting sinister but giving wholesome. You know what I mean? Like he's doing John Wick henchman stuff, but like you can just look in his eyes and I don't think you can know this about a person just from looking at them, but the vibe he's giving off is very wholesome. He's like a wholesome villain or something. It looks like a guy who's just genuinely living his best life. Okay, well, that was like an 11-minute Pokedoku. I did what I could. I didn't just throw. I tried. I tried. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. I did my best. This is me trying the warthog jump in the silent cartographer. I don't know what this is. Is it possible this is like blood diamond? I thought that said aliens to invade France. Allies to invade France. Okay, so this is like, 1944. Let me think about this for a second. So it's post Dunkirk. It's not Dunkirk. It says right there, 1944. Okay, what would this be? Wouldn't be Inglorious Bastards, I think, because it's an English newspaper. It takes place in England. Maybe Finest Hour. Darkest Hour. Oh, I really thought that was it, man. I don't think maybe it is 1917. They're wearing World War I garb. No, you saw the newspaper, dummy. British War movie. British World War II movie. It's not Darkest Hour? It's Catherine Zeta-Jones? Dad's Army? What? I'll just be honest. I'll just be honest. I've never heard of this movie in my life. It's fine. It happens. It's an old British TV show that they turned into a movie. When you turn a British TV show into a movie, that's like the only time that you have to add more runtime to the original property, right? 6 episodes of series, motherfuckers. 5.2 on IMDb. Sorry, I respect them for bringing the heat sometimes. I respect them for bringing the heat. With an 8-year NFL career, Bernard Berrien posted a career-high 964 receiving yards playing for this NFC North team. 2008 Seahawks, probably. Seattle Seahawks. NFC North checks out. All right, we tried. Taking home the award in 2018 and 2019, what Clippers player won back-to-back 6th Man of the Year awards? That's an easy one. Chris Paul. All right, next. Trevor Hoffman recorded his 600th career save pitching for this National League team in 2010. Cleveland Guardians. Okay, I'm pure ass. Turns out I'm pure ass at sports. Moving on. Nicknamed Old Tippecanoe, this man was the 9th president of the United States, William Henry Harrison. Okay, that's a gimme. Finally, some fucking easy questions. 2 celebrities in this image. This is Sydney Sweeney. And the face is tricky. It's like, I'm going to say it's James Marsden. Oh! Because it had a little, like, young Robert Downey Jr., Keanu Reeves type vibe to it, but the ears screamed Marsden to me. Typically coming in jars with a yellow lid. My pop quiz kid, a sleepy kisser. You know what I'm talking about, Wilco fans? Jars with a yellow lid and its name in red print. This pasta sauce is known for its old world style. I have absolutely no idea, but it is not Rayo's, because that is a green lid. Unless it's different in America. They don't even have it. Ragu. That's about all. Oh, it's a ragu, man. It's a ragu. Okay. Before roles on The Newsroom and New Girl, this actress originally gained fame. It's Olivia Munn. She was on G4, people. Olivia Munn. Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz were in a movie with Jack Black and Jude Law. It's called The Holiday. Better recognize. Excuse me, it's called The Holiday. It's not the United States versus Billie Holiday. What band released a 2005 song with the following lyrics? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This is a very common pattern for us in the Daily Dozen. Get the 3 sports questions wrong and then just nail everything else. Not why am I even reading this? Like I'm going to remember that. That's like a joke. Found out recently Nickelback is from Abbotsford. It's actually crazy if that's true because they're so like Alberta, Saskatchewan coded. Vancouverites would love to act like Abbotsford is like out in the boonies, but like they still got like electric cars and shit out there. It's only like an hour away from the city. Tomo is throwing up. Skibbity Tomo? Where's he throwing up? They're from Alberta. See? Okay, well, give me 1 second. We're back. Please don't make me hate Astro Boy by requesting that I play Astro Boy. Astro Bot, whatever. Because I'm going to do what I always do when the community gets too ornery about me wanting me to play a good game that I don't really have any interest in. I pick one single incomplete data point that I know about it and then turn that into the entire scope of the game and then make fun of it for it. Like with Wukong, it's that every time you press the dodge button, the main character makes a monkey noise. And for Astrobot, it's people who shit on Marvel Cinema because, oh, it's Sculpt Shido, he's from the comics. Oh my God, Jack and Daxter has a level in Astrobot. No, my gosh. There's an Outer Wilds reference in this game. So don't make me do that. I hear it's an amazing game. It's not something that when I looked at it looked like my cup of tea. But we can remain on amiable terms. We can remain on amiable terms as long as we just simmer it a little bit, okay? Unk, your chat lied about Black Ops. It's fun. I'm sorry to tell you that, like, Call of Duty is washed. I know it's washed because I didn't even know that it, I don't know, it's in beta right now because I'm assuming that it comes out in, like, the holiday season or something. It's washed. Also, I've seen those clips of, like, insane Zoomers on Adderall playing the new Call of Duty, and I will never play it again. I'll never touch the series again in my entire life. Watching these zooted up, like, not completely fully developed prefrontal cortexes, literally putting in like 500 actions per second, not gonna happen. Not gonna. I'm a menu gamer now. I'm embracing being a menu gamer. You'll never go up against those people? You're absolutely right. Because I will never play the game. It's just not for me. It's just not going to happen. It's basically like you just asked me if I was, hey, NL, you ever going to join the NBA? Nah, but like if you catch me at the community center, I might shoot a couple jumpers. They're probably going to miss. But no, I'm not going to the NBA. Are you crazy? What in the macros? Macros, isn't it like 4:45 a.m. Australian time or something? I'm in Singapore. Oh, okay. I just realized too, I'm so fucked up. I'm hypothetically making fun of someone for being in chat when it's 4:45 a.m. their time. My ass gets up at 5 a.m. There's a 15-minute difference. But like being awake at 5 feels normal to me. Being awake at 4:45 is like, are you insane? Let me think here. Well, I mean, okay. Bird, Magic, Curry, and Kobe, those are all basketball players, but also like sake, curry, Kobe, and mochi are all Japanese foods. I'm going to say Japanese foods, man. What? Okay, my bad. My bad, I was too sports-pilled. My bad, man. They baited me in the other way. I thought the red herring was not the red herring, but then I searched too far and I found the red herring. Curry isn't always Japanese? Yeah, and Kobe isn't always Bryant, man. But the Johnson is always Magic, as you would know if you saw Shannon Sharp's Instagram Live. Based on what I heard, at least. And I'm not saying like hearsay, I'm saying what I heard from the Instagram Live. It seemed like he was holding it down. That's all I'm going to say. What was I saying? Biota is a crazy one, man. Biota. Rearrange the letters, you get tabio. Not sure if that means fuck all, to be honest with you. An advantage, a benefit. Oh, for the sake of, it might not be sake, it might be sake. For heaven's sake, advantage. A favorite? Pepsi. The Pepsi challenge. The mochi challenge. Benefits. Advantage. Feta, a Greek cheese that's very tasty. Save, interest. Save, interest, benefit, like they're kind of finance words. Bookmark is an interesting one. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck here. Biota. I don't even know what biota is, which is damning. I think it's like a term that refers to like the sum total of living things in an environment or something. It's like the flora plus the fauna plus the krill or something. Pepsi. Mochi. Benefita, advantage. Like, bookmark. Oh, wait, bookmark, save, like, and favorite. Actions you take on a social media platform. Okay. Sake, mochi, Pepsi, and feta. Shit you eat. I feel like it's got to be, sake has to be sake, and then biota has to be the real answer here. Ending with Greek letters! Now you gotta be a polyglot just to play Connections in America. Okay. Benefit, sake, advantage, and interest. It's like a reason you do something. I don't know. Behalf. Okay. Holy cow, man. We got there. We got there anyway. Yeah, thank you to the Mentat for expanding my brain today. I appreciate that. I don't even get, what does it mean, ending in Greek letters? Chi, Sai? You fucking quoting Gangnam Style to me now? Did not cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. Hey, sexy lady. Oh. Do you know that in Gangnam, they have a statue of the hands doing this? And the statue plays Gangnam Style 24/7. I know that because our hotel was 100 meters away from the statue. Not that I was inundated by Gangnam Style all the time, which I actually think is still in the realm of novelty songs that were way too popular. I still think it's pretty good. Now it's not going to make it on the Peloton playlist, but yeah, it's huge. Like each hand is probably like 8 to 10 feet across, if I had to guess. Hair with mascara on it. Lash. Emotion in Inside Out who opens up a sarcasm in Riley's mind. I'm going to guess that's Onway. One finding work for an actor or an author. Looks behind couches and curtains, one might say. Search. Seeks. It's lease next, but makes a mistake. Airs. Anger. A sneer. Beefcakes, hunks, seeks. Okay, 32 seconds. We get there. That was a pretty good one today. Thank you to my wife and daughter for teaching me about Inside Out too. I know all about the new emotions. Anxiety, Onway, embarrassment. I think embarrassment's a new one. White guilt, that's a big one. That's a classic. When Riley turns 13 years old and feels white guilt for the first time. That's going to be like Inside Out 4. Remember what I said about Costco bread? Keep that in mind, okay? Bimbo Pan Blanco sliced white bread, 2 by 24 ounce. This is the shit that honestly should be $2.99 or less. This should be startling. 24 ounces is a lot of bread. It's crazy to me that it's not. Okay, I don't even know if I would pay $3.99 for this, but this is like basically Wonder Bread. I see you're all having the same reaction. I don't know why bimbo is like a banned word in chat. Like nobody's using that as a pejorative except for like literally men in their 80s or something. Boomer's not banned, but bimbo is on auto mod for some reason. Anyway, Bimbo is a Mexican bakery conglomerate that owns like, I don't know, 200 industrial bread bakeries worldwide. Are you an investor? No, I just laughed the first time I saw that Dempster's was owned by Bimbo. And I said, God, I've seen what you've done for others. Globlo. How about Mexico in honor of the breads? Nope, 9,000 kilometers. Switzerland borders many nations. That's warmer for sure. 455 kilometers. Hit me with a little, give me like a Kosovo. Even warmer still, 120 kilometers. How about Andorra? No, the other one, Moldova. Ends in Greek letters. That's cooler. Okay. Greece, warmer still, but Kosovo is still closer. How about Romania? Bad guess. Bad guess. It borders. Okay. How about Slovenia? No, Switzerland would be closer. How about a little country by the motherfucking name of Croatia? That's adjacent. Okay, sir, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Hey! Always remember that Bosnia and Herzegovina is next to Croatia because there's that famous picture that is like Croatia's border like just completely cuts off Bosnia from the coastline. Even though like if you zoom in, it would seem, yeah, like right here. No beaches. Yeah, I'm not trying to wade into like a Balkan identity dispute here. I'm just saying. Like they basically said no ocean for you. Sorry. I'm from North America, teehee. I don't know what goes on in the rest of the world. Wordla. Okay, this shit is easy, man. This is Oman. Fuck you. Bhutan? There's a lot of skinny rectangle countries, man. Nepal? Yes! I see now with the flag they were overcompensating for the very basic shape of their nation. They said our nation just kind of looks like a piece of toast on a map. Let's give it a fucking sick ass like double triangle type setup on the flag. Hey NL, I just moved to Cornwall, Ontario last week. I can report it doesn't stink anymore. They closed the paper mill in 2006. Oh, okay. The downside is that has now taken away the one piece of information that I knew about Cornwall, Ontario. The only thing I knew about it was that it had a paper mill. I guess I still know something about it. The paper mill closed. The one piece. I also know that it's pretty close to Quebec. I bet if you live in Cornwall, you're fucking with Montreal, like, you know, a couple times a year at least. I am currently employed rehabilitating after the paper mill polluted the river. That's based, though. That's based. So Sony was fucking cooking in, should I not be? I guess I've zoomed in too far. Sony was cooking in 05. So this was second semester of my 11th grade. I should be in my bag. But I always associate Sony pictures with Spider-Man. And Spider-Man 2 came out 04, Spider-Man 3 came out 07. So we're going to have to get some context clues here. February, not normally a big month. Maybe this is Hitch? That might be an 04 Andy. Oh! He is the Tolagain! He is the prince that was promised! What are you doing? When will this nightmare end? Okay. Now, don't expect any more. I don't know, because I just remember Hitch was like a massive success in 04, 05, okay? Don't expect any more of that. But like, we're in our bag. Let's put it that way. Barry Watson. Sony Pictures Barry Watson? Barry Watson? Thriller, horror, drama, mystery. Barry Watson? Barry Watson? Tagline. You thought it was just a story? What story? Emily Deschanel? Lucy Lawless? Every culture has one. The horrible monster fueling young children's nightmares. The Boogeyman? That's Boogeyman. I did not know that this movie existed. I appreciate the context clues. 22% drop-off equals this just got nominated for an Oscar, starring Ice Cube. This is Barbershop 2, Back in Business. It's Barbershop. Barbershop was earlier, man. Are We There Yet? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Are We There Yet was not nominated for an Oscar, I'd have to guess. I guess it just had a really strong word of mouth. That's true. I guess it would have come out in like the first week of January. I should have done the math. I don't think Barbershop 2 was either. Yeah, but Barbershop 2 is kind of Kino. Warner Brothers. This feels more like Oscar bait. Came out in like late November, early December. 13% drop-off. Starring Hilary Swank. This is $1 Million Baby. It won Best Picture at the 2005 Oscars. That's a gimme. Walt Disney opened to $5 million, starring Jim Cummings. March of the Motherfucking Penguins? Family animation comedy fantasy. There's something new in the 100-Acre Wood. With the dashes and shit. No, man, no, not like this. Not like this, man. How could they? How could they? Can I get all hints on this one? What the fuck is a heffalump? The Unusual Road Trip. Okay. That's what we needed. Winnie the Pooh goes visiting. That's Heffalump. Pooh's Heffalump movie. We get there. We get there. The hitch pull was crazy. Hi, Tomo. Hello. I think I might have given myself a bruise on my head slapping the shit out of my skull. It was worth it, though. It was worth it for the clip, I think. Stop. Stop scratching me. Movie to movie. This one's a problem for a guy like me. But I know that Leonardo DiCaprio is in the Basketball Diaries, so we can start with this like Felicity Jones film, Army Hammer. Okay, Kathy Bates, About Schmidt, Jack Nicholson, The Departed, Leonardo DiCaprio, Basketball Diaries, time. 15 seconds. We'll take those any day of the week. Oh, Kathy Bates is in Titanic, obviously. She's in Titanic. Still. 15 seconds, pretty good. The late, great Army Hammer. He'd love to have you for dinner. Just like the cat, he's very interested in being pet right now. Hi, buddy. I'm obliging him. Do you want to go in your? You want to go in the box? I'm the cat in the box. Don't bury be my shit. Da-da, da-dum. He got scared by that one. I really am the man in the box, though. You don't believe me? Get me out of here! Get me out of here! That was fun. What the fuck is this? What in the lawnmower man is this, man? Is Grand Theft Auto 2? It's Grand Theft Auto? Talk about a glow up, man. Grand Theft Auto 1. I remember. I never played this one, to be honest. First one I played, probably, I think, Grand Theft Auto 3. Did you change your audio? I can't hear all the air in your room anymore. Nope. You are suffering early onset hearing loss and should probably make an appointment with an audiologist as soon as possible because it's a progressive condition. It doesn't get better. It only gets worse. You probably, and you should, when you talk to the audiologist, please do not tell them you gave yourself permanent hearing loss, cranking up the volume, listening to video game soundtracks, okay? They're going to pull your pants down and shove you in a locker. You're going to be embarrassed. Tell them you were listening to like rock and roll or hip hop or like you work at a fireworks factory or something like that. Just lie. Lie to your doctor. Get it twisted. I don't know what this is. Shadow Man. I don't know what you are. Burnout. 3 takedown. Big rigs over the road racing. Truck. Of these, I'm going to say it's clustered. It is Cluster Truck from Tiny Build Entertainment. Easy enough. How does he do it? Oh, man. I don't know what you want me to say. You playing Deadlock tomorrow when they announce 24/7 queues today? I don't know, maybe. Are they doing that? Or are they finally releasing the sex update for TF2? Hollow Knight. This is Hollow Knight, man. What? Reverie? Something to do with Momodora? Reverie Under the Moonlight? This looks like a motherfucking reverie, dude. This is Sekiro. Shadows die twice, or sometimes not at all. Some kind of fucking, I want to say it's a game with Abyss in the title. Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master? I have no idea, man. I have no... Mark of the Ninja. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. It's Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. From 2006. Have I heard of it? No. Is it good? Maybe. I don't know. I watched my friend play Onimusha 2 back in like 2003. He seemed to be having a good time with it. That was a while ago, though. Rankedle, guess. So you have heard of me. Dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, 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 da. How about Onimusha 3, Demon Siege? It's earlier than 2004, man. Well, I mean, earlier than 2004, there's only one choice. Me personally, I'd have to go with Fantavision on the PlayStation. No? How about SSX1? Earlier than the year 2000? I mean, there's all... I mean, I'd probably say Deus Ex 1. That's from the year 2000, idiot. It's not first person. Okay. Tom Clancy's Civilization 2. Earlier than 1996. Maybe a little game you've heard of called Super Mario Brothers fucking 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment. Earlier than 1988. Galaga! Okay, it's from 1982 to 1987. I was not alive then, believe it or not. It's not a shooter, a platformer, a strategy, role-playing, puzzle, racing, simulator, sport game. It's an adventure game. Prince of Persia. The original Prince of Persia. I thought for sure that was it, man. That's from 1989. Okay, let's get a clue. Side view text. It's fucking Leisure Suit Larry. It's fucking Day of the Tentacles. It's a point-and-click adventure. That's from 1993, dummy. From way back in the day. A point-and-click adventure from the 80s. Freddie Farkas, Frontier Pharmacist. Loom. People not fucking with Loom, huh? It's a Sierra game, I'm assuming. It's the other one, like Monkey Island. People always talk about Monkey Island. Secret of Monkey Island? It is Leisure Suit Larry, motherfucker. In the land of the lounge lizards 1. Son of a bitch. Whoa, 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 whoa! Why you say it weird? Okay, fucking guy from the Midlands. Leisure Suit Larry, as they call it in fucking in Birmingham. Leisure Suit Lawrence. You gotta play Leisure Suit Lawrence. It's an absolute cracker. It's a banger. It's, what are they saying? Give me Puckdoku. Just for Leisure Suit Larry, you get Puckdoku. It's class. The Pengis Mensch. Under 50 points in their career? Are you... What? Nah, man, nah. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. Goalies is a great guess, but I take personal offense to it. You got to pick your battles in this world. And in this world, we're going with Movie Grid. Ewan McGregor. They glazed the shit out of Ewan McGregor. Double letter in title. Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn has a double letter. Title starts from Q to Z. 95 to 05. Down with Love. The Island QRST. The Island starts with a T if we ignore and un. It doesn't say ignore articles. That's a fucking cracked Ewan McGregor one, man. Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, the gimme 95 to 05. I'm really only fucking with like Freaky Friday, unfortunately. I'm sure she was in some other stuff back then, but I don't know what it is. Q to Z, you could easily play like a True Lies. And then I think you get, this is not a great one, but I think you get a lot of mileage out of playing like almost any Halloween because there's like 12 of them. So you're going to get a low percentage just by default. Tom Hanks, double letter word in title. Probably say Turner and Hooch. Tom Hanks, Q to Z. My ass was literally about to say big. 95 to 05. I mean, this is Tom Hanks' window, man. This is like Forrest Gump to You've Got Mail. This is like this goes to the terminal. The terminal is like 04. I'm trying to think if there's like maybe something like You've Got Mail might actually be a pull here. I think the terminal is going to be more rizzed up on this. I can live with that. Title starts with Q to Z. So like Turner and Hooch would have been a pretty good one. Splarsh is definitely in there. QRSTUV. It's a pretty good grid today. Top 20% of players. Karstaway. I knew the terminal would be up there. The Tailor of Panama. Forgot that existed. Didn't know that she was in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. The Lady Killers! I totally could have gotten the Lady Killers. That's a good pull. J.K. Simmons has IBS. The worst Coen Brothers film? Maybe. It's still okay, though. I refuse to watch it. It's still okay. I mean, me personally, I would give it a red tomato still. I rented it from Jumbo Video. I'm sorry, I'm not doing spell check because it breaks anyway. It's not going to happen. This is a damn donut. This is a biscuit. This is a bread roll from the nation of the United Kingdom. From the nation of Canada? A tootin'? A traditional dish from Newfoundland and Labrador. A tootin'. A tiffin, a tootin', a tootin', a totent, damper dogs and damper devils. All right, where you at? There was maple syrup. Yeah, I guess. Was there? I don't know. I should have gone, like, here's the thing about being Canadian. Sugar Twin is the sugar that I see if I go to a diner, but I just assume, like a lot of things, that we inherited it from the United Kingdom. I didn't know that maybe it's a Canadian classic. In the UK, we use Domino. Hey, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Liver and onions? No. Mexico? No. Maybe. Beefsteak lime juice. I mean, there's rice. Am I crazy to think plantains? I want to say this is Mexico, even with the rice. It's kind of giving Caribbean, though. Is it like, it's carne asada? That's warm. It is the Caribbean. Jamaica? Cuba? Bistec de palomilla. Okay, fair enough. Traditional Cuban dish. It looks fucking delicious, obviously. That's ramen? No, it's cold noodles and kimchi. This is naengmyeon from South Korea. What? It's cold soba from Japan? That's bullshit, man. I guess it's not naengmyeon. Naengmyeon uses like different noodles than soba, but still. Boca de Beppu ramen. Everybody loves ramen. The adoption and adaptation of naengmyeon into Beppu's local cuisine. Oh. Oh, you sack of shit. You motherfucker, you. You scammed me, man. I'm Beppo Frick. Still beat the average. R soup. Bugs Bunny, communist Bugs Bunny. R soup. My kid, when I try to eat some goldfish crackers, that's honestly one of the underrated hard parts about being a parent, man. Is like sometimes, like your kids had too many snacks, but you haven't had any snacks, so you want to have a snack, but you know that you're just going to get fucking hassled. Like if I have a handful of goldfish crackers, all of a sudden my kid is like, where's mine? And I'm like, you had like a chocolate donut for lunch. You're not supposed to have any goldfish. I had overnight oats and a protein shake. I need some matter. I need some solid cuisine, man. Yeah, she's shaking me down, man. Gen Z boss and a mini. So too true. All right, so this is Matt Berry and Benedict Wong. Very avant-garde. I mean, it's what we do. It's not what we do in the shadows. It's probably something British, but I don't know what it is. The thick of it. You got that one? No? Okay, let's go next. You're another British person. Is it possible that you're from Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows? You're British. There's no doubt about that. Let's just see what's Kevin Spacey, Benedict Wong, Matt Berry, Sam Rockwell. Now you got my interest. Is this... No, because it would be Christopher Walken if this was like 7 Psychopaths. Is Kevin Spacey running for Congress or something? Like, what's going on here? What is this photo? You're trying to become like a state senator in Nevada or something? You live in California, bro. Kevin Spacey as Gertie? It's Moon! It's Gertie, of course. Dominique McGilligot. Kaya Scodelario. And Benedict Wong as Thompson. Moon's good. I saw that. I saw it in theaters. Anyone here from Kingston? I saw it at the screening room. Saw a lot of great movies there. Everything is Illuminated with Elijah Wood. Moon. Saw an Inconvenient Truth there. Schenectady, New York. Man on Wire. Now that was a party. Man on Wire was a fucking party. If you haven't seen that documentary, that's a certified cinema classic. Son of Rambo. So the Illusionist. I've seen a lot of shit there, apparently. Skibbity, New York. Phillips using Charlie's language. Europe. What's the elevator pitch for watching Man on Wire? It's one of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen. Acted, Cinematrix. Those are taking forever today. Well, I'm having a good time. Man who's seen one documentary? Excuse me, please don't condescend to me if the first documentary you watched was something about like a lady who died that was then a 10-episode fucking series on Netflix. Back in my era, they would take like a serious social issue, they would wrap that shit up in 2 hours. Nowadays, it's who left diarrhea in the toilet. 12 90-minute episodes. In the final episode, we don't fucking know. Get a life. You ever see The Yes Men? Now that's a fucking documentary. Fuck you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Active Killing? I haven't seen it, but I heard it's like also one of the greatest documentaries ever. Terrence Howard, 2000 to 2009, Oscar-nominated film. I'm going to have to give that the Hustle and Flow. Begins with a vowel. I'm going to have to give that to Iron Man 1. And then, yep, that seemed like it would be a high percentage, but I don't know what the other ones are. And then the other one is Crash. There we go. That's about as good as I can do on the Terrence Howard row. I'm happy to take it. Laura Linney. You motherfucker. Laura Linney ass. 2 times Oscar nominated. Fuck you. Richard Jenkins. Now we're fucking talking. Richard Jenkins, people. Burn After Reading. That's like an '08 Andrew. Oscar nominated film. I don't know. Maybe The Shape of Motherfucking Water. Okay. What else has he been in? Every time I see him, I'm like, Richard Jenkins! I can't remember what he's in 6 Feet Under. Laura Linney. I have to go with maybe like The Truman Show. Isn't she Truman's fake wife in that one? Okay. I don't know what the fuck else Laura Linney is in. I'm just being straight up with you. It's possible that she was in like Pleasantville or something. I hate to do it, man. I got to give up. Top 39% of players today? That's a hell of a hard grid then. Most popular correct answer for Laura Linney and a vowel is absolute power. It's borderline impossible. Okay. Love Actually and Eat, Pray, Love for Richard Jenkins. Least popular? I mean, that was never going to happen. PBS home video version of Annie Oakley. That's tough, man. That's a tough one. Laura Linney was in Congo. Oh, unfortunately, though, not released 2000 or 2009. Not beginning with a vowel, unless we're in Greece. And not Oscar nominated, I think. I don't think Congo was nominated for an Oscar. That's the one where like the gorillas start attacking people, right? She's in Mystic River. That was nominated for an Oscar, for sure. Whistle Jacket is one of many paintings that earned George Stubbs the reputation as the what painter? The flower painter. Michael Morpurgo thought the Royal National Theatre must be mad when they set to adapting his novel, War Horse. Makes sense. Okay, we get those. What element completes the formal name for lye? Blank hydroxide. We would assume that the lye is incredibly basic. So that would lead me to an element on the periodic table that is... Can I just... Boron? Boron hydroxide? Okay. Truth serum is sodium pentothal. I remember that from Meet the Fockers. Because they inject... I mean, like Jack in Meet the Parents mythology, he's kind of a fucking psychopath. He finds Greg Fokker in the bathroom. He injects him with truth serum, and then he sends him up on stage to give a speech. He's trying to figure out if he had sexual intercourse with the nanny back in the day because the father, the child that she is the mother of looks a lot like Ben Stiller. But then he gets up on stage and he says some fucked up shit. He says, if you want to know what your wife looks like when she gets older, they say you should look at her mother. Well, I'm a looking And I'm a lichen. Like, Jack, what are you doing, man? You can't fucking inject someone with truth serum against their will. That's like assault for sure, dude. What ancient city-state famously featured the Ishtar Gate? Fucking Thebes, bitch. Oh, Babylon. My bad. Whatever. Hella expensive black ivory coffee is processed by elephants in the northeast of what country? India? Two pachyderms face off on the label for Chang. Pale ale from what Asian nation, where Chang means elephant? Thailand. We take those. I fought till I was actually free. So went an epic rap battles of history verse against William Wallace by what later independence seeker? Well, this is fucked up because now you're sending me down a rabbit hole, okay? Because I want to say when I did Declaration of Independence, I think is what they're hitting at here. So I'm thinking Thomas Jefferson, but that motherfucker was in France. He wasn't fighting for anything, man. He wasn't fighting for shit. He was smoking the reefer with like, I don't know, Robespierre and shit like that. But it kind of points to Thomas Jefferson. I don't know, maybe epic rap battles of history didn't do their due diligence. Dying is easy, young man, living is harder. Okay, it's George Washington. I knew they'd drop the Hamilton. I knew they'd drop the Hamilton reference on that. You're thinking of Benjamin Franklin? No, the fuck I'm not, man. Go look up what the fuck Thomas Jefferson was doing 1769 to like 1776. To quote David Diggs, he was kicking ass as the ambassador to France. That was actually Leslie Odom Jr. who said that line, but it was in reference to David Diggs' portrayal of Thomas Jefferson. That was after the war. Read a book, okay? Or watch Hamilton. Or read Wikipedia or something. Why do you know so much about another country? Because unfortunately, like, we live in the 21st century and America is like the single most important nation for world history from like 1900 until the present moment, unfortunately. So you kind of got to be like a responsible global citizen. I'm not saying it's all good. I'm just saying like your ass better not be from, you know, like Liechtenstein being like, why do you know so much about another country's history? Well, it's fucking obvious because, you know, I would like to appeal to a broader audience than people who live in Petawawa, Ontario, okay? We don't live in a vassal state, okay? Don't make us put fucking tariffs on our softwood lumber or whatever the fuck we do when things get uppity. Are all Canadians this whipped? Kind of. Like, yeah. Like you make jokes about Americans until there's like an American in the room. And then you start, like, if there's an American at the party, you start asking shit like, who's your favorite president? But like, if it's just Canadians, like, let me give you a perfect example. Last night, I was at a social event. I was mingling. I was talking to other parents of kids that are at my daughter's school. And one of the moms said, you know, it's funny, whenever I'm in America, I always point up when I say I live in Canada. And I said, that's helpful. A lot of them don't know where it is. And everybody chuckled. There was one American motherfucker there. I'd be like, okay, dollars to donuts, motherfucker. Who you taking, Teddy Roosevelt or Abraham Lincoln? I would be bending the knee for sure. I would be showing some respect. Teddy, fuck you. Abraham Lincoln, leader of the Union during the Civil War, wrote the Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, but he wasn't a true believer in the... Yeah, but he fucking did it, dude. He fucking did it, man. I'm not saying like he's a perfect human being. No great nation of Europe or Asia could ever by force take a drink from the Ohio River or make tracks on the Blue Ridge. As a nation of free men, we will live forever or die by suicide. Teddy Roosevelt, his most famous quote, "Yeehaw!" Nothing really against Teddy Roosevelt. He did do like the parks and shit too, but Where was I going here? Take me to disorderly. He kind of went out like a bitch, though. Are you saying that because he got shot, or are you saying that because he was watching the theater when it happened? Starting with these categories, sort these categories of the U.S. government budget by how much was spent on them from October 2022 to September 23. I can't read. Starting with the most. I'm fucked, man. I'm going to assume that defense is really high. I'm going to assume that they're all really high. They're all going to be like the tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, I assume. Okay, I mean, Social Security is probably getting paid out to 40 million Americans. That's got to be pretty low. Spending a lot of money on education and social services. I know it could be more. I'm not making a political statement. I'm just in the whole scheme in an ordinal list. It's a relatively high amount of money. I'm going to assume energy is high on the list. Transportation, I think, probably comes lower than education. I'm going to submit it as such. Okay, well, we got the three. Maybe energy. No, because that means Social Security is number one or number two. Well, I think it's got to be Social Security. I guess energy is like privatized. That makes sense. 1.4 trillion on Social Security. That's crazy. It's the highest in most countries. That's a useful heuristic. I didn't know that. Why are old people broke then? The shit is like $600 USD a month or something like that, and a sandwich is $15. The average person probably needs more than 40 sandwiches worth of calories per month in order to stay alive. Anyway, it's not going to last till we're old anyway. I don't know. Maybe down there. Up here, I hear the Canada pension plan's doing strong. My grandma's saying it's not going to last till she's old, since she was like 51 years old, but like she's been collecting that shit for like 2 decades. It's not doing well? Okay, Robert Kiyosaki, buy gold or whatever. We'll be over here in the stock market with the other adults who have hobbies that are not like buying 100 kilograms of gruel to put in our apocalypse bunker. So maybe you'll be robbing me. Maybe you'll be robbing me when the solar flare hits, or I don't know, when Bitcoin hits like $2 million a coin or whatever. Maybe you'll be taking my shit. But for now, I'm fucking loving it, man. We'll be robbing the guy with the gold, probably. That's true. I'm just going to have put all my money locked in like an electronic bank account that can't be accessed anymore because the people who built the internet died 100 years ago. Everybody else doesn't even know how to get to the command line anymore. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Don't rob me. None of my shit works anymore. That was kind of like the whole rub, right? Juxtastat. I run Linux, bro. I got you. Silence Windows. Silence Mac user. A Windows user is speaking. Silence Windows user. A Linux user is speaking. I see what you're saying. Silence Linux user. A Temple OS user is speaking. I know what you're talking about. A higher percentage of people who are on public insurance. I don't know what that is. That Obamacare? Yes. Okay. I know like Wikipedia shit about America, but I have no idea what would indicate. Because I guess what I would say is the more money people make in America, the less likely they are to be on public insurance. So I would say probably Detroit. But it's weird because, I mean, like people in Canada do get like some private health care, but like everybody's on public insurance. Like you could be next to fucking Kevin O'Leary in the ER. Not probably not in the OR unless, I mean, you're donating your liver to him for like 50 grand or something. Higher percentage of people who have a 60-minute plus commute time. It's got to be New York. It just makes, even though they got public transit, it's going to take a while. Less access to hospitals. I'm going to say not Washington, D.C. Higher percentage of people who are Hispanic. I have no idea. I'm going to say Indiana. I had no context to use. Higher percentage of adults with chronic kidney disease. Florida, I guess. I mean, I don't mean this to be rude, but like when it says like, if the question is basically where are things worse, and one of the options is Florida, then there might be a couple states I would maybe second guess myself on. That's true. It's probably maybe the oldest state. That makes sense. Not the oldest state, but the state with the oldest people. That makes sense. Yo! The 5 countries that export the most hops? Yes, dude. Yes! It's got to be the United States of America, man. Boom. Am I crazy? Like the heuristic I'm using is that we drink a lot of fucking double IPAs on the West Coast, man. Even though we're a smaller country, okay, we were drinking them all. We're drinking too many. The United Kingdom invented the India Pale Ale, so I'm assuming that they're washed. No disrespect, they're washed. Okay. How about China? They grow a lot of stuff over there. No, they're not fucking with that shit. It's mostly a lager nation. Okay, I don't fucking know. Turns out I have no idea. Germany? Nah, mostly doing like Pilsners and shit, right? I don't know. Am I crazy? India, it's a grass. I don't think this shit is growing like crazy in India. Maybe Brazil? Maybe this shit grows in the rainforest? No, I got my ass beat. Germany, I should have just gone beer nations, man. Should have gone beer nations. I overthought it. They don't grow in the rainforest? I don't know anything, man. All beer uses hops, not Michelob Ultra. Brazil exports my annual salary in hops. It's like a little bit of a humble brag. It's like it's gauche to share your salary. Let's just say it's approximately equal to Brazil's annual exports in the hops industry. Oh, so like $100 million? I like it though. I like that. What is the Fishtel's washed, man? Fishtel is washed. That's a great white shark, dude. Web design is my passion. They always do 2 in a row. What, did they run out of fish? Aren't there like 7 million fish species or something? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to have to type in like Piscadesis manicus or something like that every day. But